Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all guys? Hope you all are doing great and learning something new every day. So guys, first of all, before we start today's video, as usual, please take a moment to like this video and leave a beautiful comment, and also don't forget to hype this video. Okay, and if you are new here, then please make sure to subscribe this channel for more interesting and more creative videos. Now let's come to the topic. So guys, in today's video, I want to share a very special part of my English learning journey with you all. And I am sure that many beginners and many learners can relate with me. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you the time when I started learning English and why I started learning English, how I started learning English, when I started learning English. I'm going to tell you everything in detail. So please make sure to watch this video till the end. And guys, to be honest, when I started learning English, I was not confident at all. And I was I used to feel hesitate while speaking English in front of others. And I thought that English was not for me, English is just for intelligent peoples, and I cannot speak English. And especially, I cannot speak English in front of others. And I used to think like that, like these kinds of stuff. And I made many mistakes during my learning journey. And I faced many problems in my life when I was learning English. And guys, those problems literally helped me to improve myself, to learn something new. And literally, I have learned many more new things with mistakes. And if you are making mistakes, guys, if you want to learn English, and if you are making mistakes while speaking English, while writing English, while reading English, and anything, then it's okay. It's not a big deal at all, because it happens with every learner and every beginners. And it also happened with me. I was also the same. So guys, honestly speaking, when I started learning English, I used to feel very afraid, and I used to feel shy and nervous. And you know what? I was not confident at all at that moment. And I was afraid of making mistakes. I was afraid of I used to think like that people would correct me, or maybe they laugh at my mistakes, or they would laugh at my English. So I used to think like that. And guys, I wanted to improve. I wanted to learn. I wanted to speak English, but my confidence was very low at that time, as I told you. So I couldn't be able to do that. And I mostly, I preferred to stay quiet. Even when I knew the answer, I stayed silent because I was afraid of making mistakes. And I used to think a lot about others, like other students, other people, and like I used to think like that. And mostly I stayed quiet even when I knew the answer. I stayed quiet. I avoided speaking in English. I used to speak in Hindi, although I wanted to speak English, but I didn't. Because guys, at that moment I didn't have that much courage. I didn't have that much confidence to speak English in front of so many people. And initially, I learned few words. And but I didn't try to use them in my daily life. I didn't use them in my daily life. I didn't put those words into sentences. I didn't do anything like that. Because I used to think like that learning grammar is enough. That's it. It means I used to think like that. I was like that if you are learning grammar, it means you are improving. It means you are learning English. It means your English is improving. But at that moment, I learned something important. I realized something important, that speaking practice is also most important. If I wanted to speak English, then I have to do speaking practice, which is most important for every beginner and every learner. And if you're also thinking like that, guys, like grammar is everything. If you're also thinking like that, then you are totally wrong. Trust me, because you need actual practice. You need real practice. That's how you can improve your English. That's how you can start your English learning journey. And that was my first biggest lesson, which I have learned not initially, but after a few months. And guys, in the beginning, I tried to learn English very quickly. and I wanted to become fluent in a few weeks, in just few weeks, and I was like, I can learn English in just few weeks. I can become fluent in English in just few weeks. And I tried to learn a lot at first. I tried to learn many more new words over a night. I tried to learn many more new sentences at once. And I studied for hours on English sentences and for new words because I wanted to increase my vocabulary, I wanted to improve my vocabulary, and I used to do that. And I did that, guys, initially. In like when I started learning English, I did that. And but guys, slowly I realized that learning new language always takes time. And it's not about English. We can relate it with any other language. If you want to learn any other language, then it always takes time because it's a time taking process, of course. So we cannot become fluent overnight. We cannot become fluent in just few weeks. We cannot become fluent in just 1 month. Because it takes time, of course. Learning something new always takes time. So be consistent, and you know what? Then I started focusing on myself. I started improving myself, and that's how I started. Then I realized that no, I cannot become fluent overnight. It's nothing like that. And guys, you also need to understand this. If you want to become fluent, then it's a time taking process, of course. You need to stay consistent and keep working hard. And guys, you know what? The next thing is that there were some moments when I was like, I am failing, literally. And I thought that I was not good enough for English. English is like, it's not for me. And it's true that I have always been interested in English, but you know what? When I tried to speak English, I used to think like that it's not my cup of tea. It's not for me. I cannot do this. I can only speak Hindi confidently. That's it. I used to think like that. And I used to compare myself with others. I used to compare myself with other fluent speakers, with other confident speakers. And when I saw someone speaking English confidently and fluently in front of others, I was like, how? Like, what the hell is this? Why I can't do this? Like, she's doing this very confidently and fluently, so why I can't? I used to think like that, and after that, I felt sad. And I felt like very, very demotivated. I used to think like that. So that's why I'm saying that don't compare yourself with others. And you know what, guys, after some time I realized that everyone has their different journey, everyone has their different starting point, and everyone has their different speed of learning something new. Like, it's totally different. Some people start earlier and some people start later. It's not a big deal at all because everyone has a different starting point and everyone has a different mindset. So it's not a big deal at all. And then I realized that it's okay if I cannot speak English like them. I can improve. At least I can try. And trust me, guys, I tried a lot. And you know what, guys, what was my biggest problem? We can say that my biggest problem and my biggest mistake was that I was afraid of making mistakes. I was scared of making mistakes in front of others. And I thought that making mistakes means I'm not good at English, that's it. I literally used to think like that. I was like, it's not my cup of tea. And you know what, guys? Slowly, I realized something very important after watching some YouTube videos, after watching some motivational contents. I, like, that thing genuinely changed my mindset. After that, I realized that making mistakes is very normal. It's a part of our learning journey. Every mistake teaches us something new, and I have been always telling you that make mistakes proudly. Make mistakes proudly. It's not a big deal at all. So making mistakes, it's literally not a big deal at all, guys. Because when we make mistakes, we understand where we need improvement, you know, and it's a good thing. If you are making mistakes while speaking English, then it's a good thing. It means you are improving yourself. And slowly I started accepting my mistakes instead of feeling shy and instead of feeling embarrassed. I started accepting my English, my mistakes, and slowly I improved. That's how I have improved. And I also started watching English videos. I also started listening to English videos because listening is most important. And I told you this tip in many videos that if you genuinely want to improve your English, then you should listen every day. You should listen every day something in English. That's the most important part of your learning English journey. And after that, I started watching some English contents, some English videos. I used to watch stories like fairy tale stories, and I still watch these kinds of stories and these kinds of stuff because I like it. So you can also watch according to your interest, because everyone has the different choice, everyone has the different interest, so it's not a big deal at all. It's not compulsory that you have to watch only these kinds of videos to improve your English. No, it's nothing like that. You can watch anything according to your interest, so it totally depends on your interest and it totally depends on your choice, that what you want to listen, what you want to watch. For example, you can watch. For example, I'm just giving examples, and like you can watch. I usually watch stories and podcast and motivational videos. Sometimes motivational videos because sometimes when I feel a little bit low, when I feel a little bit like when I feel a little bit down, we can say that, and a little bit sad, I also watch. I always watch motivational videos, and sometimes like inspiring videos. So you can also do that. Like you can watch motivational videos, you can watch easy podcast, you can watch your favorite actor actresses podcast and interviews, and many more new things because there are many kind of stuff. So you can watch anything. So you know what, guys, watching something in English is most important. And at first I felt a little bit uncomfortable while listening something in English because I was like, because at that moment I didn't understand anything at all, and I didn't even know that what am I watching. And I used to think, like, I was like, no, Hindi is more better than English. I should watch everything in English, everything in Hindi, because English was very difficult for me at that moment. So I was like, no, I'll watch in Hindi. But then I stopped myself because I wanted to improve my English. I had to improve my English because I wanna act like cool. And English was also my favorite subject, as I told you, and I have been always interested in the subject. So I continued watching everything in English. I didn't stop. And slowly, you know what, guys, let me tell you a secret. Slowly I was like, my brain started accepting this language. And slowly and after that I was just get used to it. After a few days, it was not a big deal at all for me. My brain slowly started understanding English, and I learned a lot. And I listened carefully that how they speak English naturally, how they speak English confidently and clearly without making any mistakes. You know, and yeah, and I have learned many more new things because still I am learning many more new things while watching something in English. And I also note down those words in my notebook. So guys, you should also watch something in English because listening and watching is most important, and also speaking, as I told you. Because to speak English, you have to open your mouth and you have to speak something every day in English just for a few minutes, as I told you. So guys, speaking English, first of all, speaking English, and the next thing is that listening to something in English every day, watching English content. It's okay if you don't understand anything at all initially. It's okay. Just watch. Just enjoy watching those contents and just enjoy watching English contents. That's it. You have nothing, like at first, you have nothing to do with your understanding. Just watch, just enjoy the contents. That's what you have to do initially. Okay, so guys, watching is most important, and listening is watching, listening, and speaking and making mistakes. These are some, I have learned these four lessons with my English learning journey. I have learned these four tips, these four powerful methods which helped me a lot, and I have improved a lot after started following these methods. So if you are a beginner and if you also want to improve your English, then you should also follow these tips. You should also follow these tricks. So guys, this was my English learning journey, and guys, I failed many times when I started learning English. Honestly speaking with you all, but I literally failed many times. But guys, those failures helped me grow and improve. And if I can improve, you can improve too. Okay, I think the video is getting too lengthy now, so I will stop here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment for more videos. And now I will see you in my next video. And if you have any question, if you have any advice, you can ask me in the comment section, and now I will see you in my next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care of yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, keep shining, and keep loving. Bye bye everyone.